Happy New Year, everyone, and welcome back. If you're new here, welcome, welcome. And if you enjoy commentary that's straight to the point without all the fluff, join our family. I'd love to have you. So, what if I told you that Tim may get off because of a technicality? I want you to get the full picture of where Tim's defense team is taking this train. So, get a snack and something to drink and take this ride with me. It begins with Tim filing a motion on December 23rd to suppress evidence. The initial indictment by the government is that Tim obtained a life insurance policy on Andre in October of 2014, and he unsuccessfully obtained several other life insurance policies on Andre, which led to the current investigation and his arrest. Starting on March 14th of 2016, Tim flies to St. Louis from Los Angeles. When he gets to St. Louis, he makes contact with Terica. Terica and Tim have had a casual relationship where they would occasionally see each other. Tim tells Terica that Andre stole $200,000 and that he was attempting to get it back. On that date, March 14th, 2016, Andre ends up being sent to heaven prematurely after meeting with Terica in her car. Then, on or between the 15th and 17th of March of 2016, Terica receives a $9,000 deposit in her bank account. Terica then gets taken into custody on 17 August of 2020. Here is where Tim may walk. So on the 18th of August of 2020, the agents get to his house in Ridgeland, Mississippi. The agents knock on the door. Tim answers the door. They ask him to step outside, and he does. They tell him to place his hands behind his back, which he does. Tim, allegedly remembering all the incriminating messages he has on his phone, tells the agents that he would like to momentarily obtain his cell phone, to which his request is denied. After the agents put Tim and his hips in the back seat of the vehicle, the agents, according to Tim's attorney, entered his home without a warrant or consent and seized the phone owned by Tim, which by law is a violation of Tim's rights under the Fourth Amendment, according to his whole entire legal team. The argument before the court is that, although armed with an arrest warrant, they fail to confer the right to search and seize anything at the residence other than the body of Tim Norman. Better said, the agents failed to obtain a search warrant to seize evidence, as any information to formulate probable cause for that warrant would have been years old. And according to case law, probable cause must exist when a warrant is issued, not merely at some earlier time. They conclude that at the time of Tim's arrest, 4 years had passed, and the lapse of time, although not dispositive, which means settled, cases in the past looked toward the nature of the crime and whether it was an ongoing issue. Therefore, due to the lack of probable cause, the warrant should not have been issued. His attorney also added in that motion to suppress the evidence that Tim's residence at some point was in California, and at the time of his arrest, Memphis's metropolitan area, and the agents lacked probable cause to seize any evidence and did not obtain a search warrant. Overall, his team is requesting that all evidence obtained from his cell phone and all evidence flowing forth thereafter should be excluded, and it was unlawfully obtained and is a violation of his Fourth Amendment rights per the U.S. Constitution. So there you have it, people. Just when you think Tim is down and out, he comes back swinging, as they say. Oh, let me add that Judge Nanette Baker, who was presiding over this trial, was replaced by a new judge, a Judge John A. Ross. So all these matters will be presented before him. Why there's a change, I have no idea, but I suspect it has to do with the alleged violation of Tim's Fourth Amendment rights. So with all of this, do you think Tim will get off because of this technicality? Stay tuned for the rebuttal from the prosecutors and a ruling from the judge as to whether or not the evidence obtained was done so legally or illegally. If it swings in Tim's favor, we all know a request for dismissal will be filed, and this man and his hips will waddle out of that cell as a free man, having been accused of the most egregious act towards his nephew and Miss Robbie's grandson. And now we all know the reason for the countless delays and why Miss Robbie is so hopeful when she was asked about the trial during her interview with Black Enterprise magazine. I'll link that video in the top right corner so you can hear the interview in its entirety. As for the other 3 defendants in this case, they are ready to move forward with the trial as they have upcoming hearings scheduled for this month and the next. If you haven't already, remember to like the video as it helps to greatly support our channel. Subscribe and turn on your notification bell, and please watch when you're notified. I'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.